Hello guys, ZagaTech again. In this tutorial, I'm going to lecture on some small vital things you need to know about Forex trading. You need to program yourself on that before you venture into Forex trading. So, and after that, I'm going to share indicator with you guys, like a good indicator that I've been testing for like a week now or 2 weeks now, on trades. But last Friday, I did not trade last Friday, which is NFP. I was kind of resting and I took out time to relax and rest on my own. So, with no further ado, I want to lecture you on something. I want you guys to understand something about Forex before you put your head or hand into it. Something you need to understand. So, with no further ado, and basically, we know that most Forex traders have this kind of most newbies Forex traders have this kind of not knowing, jumping into markets and trying to catch some form. Try not to understand the trend movement, because I always say in my former video that you should always understand trend. Trend is your friend. Every Forex guru will tell you that trend is your friend. Analyze. So with no further ado, let's get it on and let me lecture you guys on Sunday before I switch to the indicator I'm going to talk about. So here is it, guys. I want to talk about the things you need to learn and need to know before you start trading Forex. Things you need to have before you start trading Forex. So the first one is holding on your trade. Some people are kind of scared, like, I don't know what's going to happen. For example, now let me give you an example by what I mean by holding on your trade. If you want to hold on your trade, it's more like having that confidence that yes, you are sure of what you are doing. Even if your trade go against you, you still hold up to it because you are sure of your analysis and you're sure of what you did. That's what we call courage. Like, taking out that fear in you to hold your trade. Now, let me explain something clearly to you guys now for you to know how you can hold your trade. For example, there is a little mistake people always do, Forex traders always do, like newbies always do. They'll be always scared of trade going against them. I think it's a sell, I think it's a buy. Why I enter by the stick started going sell. That's what we call consolidation. That's what we call little consolidation before the price takes off. For example, if you have a downtrend, something like this, a downtrend, and the trend is coming down to this spot, trying to hit this spot, and went up to this spot. Now you went short on this spot. You went short on this spot where this little box. Instead of the trend to go down in your favor, the trend will just go a little, retrace back again to this spot. Maybe you set your stop loss at this area and retrace back to this spot before it begins to come down again, hit this spot and continue coming down. So people always get scared of seeing that is a losing trade, or let me close off. You are sure of your movement. You are sure that this is a complete downtrend, which you need to do what? Hold on your trade. Set your stop loss away. Use your ATR and set your stop loss, or use your Bollinger Bands if you know how to use the Bollinger Bands to set your stop loss, or your ATR. ATR has its own value. You can multiply it and set your stop loss and take profit. So that's how scaring people always have when they place a trade and the trade is going against them. So you need to clear that out of your head. You need to clear that out of your mind. Like, learn how to hold on your trade, because it's not something that is like we need to do immediately. It's not something we need to be practicing every moment and every time. Understand? So the second one is we talk about the second one. The second one is we talk about is this catching scaling in due time. What I mean by that is jumping into a moving trade already. When a trend is moving, when a trend is running, it's very hard for you to jump into a trade until it slows down. For example, now let me give an example. For instance, again, we have a trend that is maybe an upward trend, something like this, and the trend is begin to retrace up. When you have something like this, you always wait for a time to jump. Maybe you missed it from the beginning, or from the beginning of going long trade, and the trend went up again, hit here, stopped again. The only target you'll be having here to fly into a trade is jumping into and here, or waiting for retracement, or you can scalp all these things, or you jump into it for a long short movement. For example, a trade will come down here, swing, or hit here again, go up, something like that, because a moving trend cannot go straight. Forex cannot just start doing trading up like this and go straight to wherever you want it to go. It's not possible. It's not done that way. So scaling in is just more like catching a clear entry. You are sure this is an uptrend. You have to catch a clear entry, and catching that, you need to understand your support and resistance, understand price action, because every support and resistance must be tested. You understand? Every support and resistance must be tested. Even if this uptrend now is going up, there's already a downtrend behind here, something like this that came down. There's already a downtrend that came down to this spot before this trend started bouncing up, because all the previous support and resistance will be tested until it gets to the peak of the trend before you continue to another reversal, or it breaks out the resistance above and continue uptrend. So this is what you guys need to understand. This is what they call scaling in. That's catching in, getting in into a moving trend already. So you need to spot it out, and analyze your chart, spot it out, and so this is an uptrend. Fine, let me wait for a reversal, let me wait for retracement, small retracement before I push in. So if you catch up on a moving trend here and you push up again, you can hold your trade. If he's a scalper can just catch it up, a little movement, he takes his profit. But a swing trader can catch it up and leave the trade. The trade will continue to run and run. So that's it, guys. That's the second one I want you to note about scaling in. Don't jump into a trade a trade that is already halfway. For example, there's a TP here. So for example, guys, there's a TP here. You have your TP, you have your entry position, you have your stop loss here. That's your take profit, you entry. The trend is now going up like this one. Come down, go up again, trying to hit your take profit, and you missed the entry here. This is supposed to be entry, you missed the entry, and the trade was just like going like this, up and down, like. And you say, "Oh my God, how I would have." Let me enter the trade. Remember, the ratio is very high. Look at your stop loss. Look at your take profit. You can even shift your stop loss maybe here and enter the trade, because you missed the right entry. So let's switch to the third one. Let's switch to the third one. Now we have mastering your trading style and skill and strategy. Everybody has different strategy. Even me, I myself have my strategy. You yourself listening to this video have your own strategy of trading. Then you see, all these things everybody has his or her whole different styles. Your style may not be my style. Only thing you need to do is, if you get a strategy, make it suit yourself. You understand? Make it build that strategy within your own style of trading. Like, I like to swing. Okay, I like intraday trading. I like doing scalping. Build up that strategy. Any strategy you have, build it up. Sit down on your seats. Listen, guys, persistence matters. For example, let me give you guys for instance now. Let us look at C. Ronaldo, a football player. If he's not practicing every day, if he's not practicing every time, if he's not doing his training, he will not be where he is. Look at this boxer, a boxer like Mark Tyson. If he's not practicing, he practices 8 hours every day. So if he's not practicing, he's not going to be some world champion. Name them. Those popular people, if they don't practice and do that practice every time, every moment, persistence, they will not get there. So forex trading is not something you just do once in a week and get out, twice in a week and get out. It's very wrong. You don't have to do that. If you want to become a full-time forex trader, like you want to venture into forex trading, practice and persistence every single time. Because if you practice and persistence, you'll be getting and learning new things. You'll be wowing yourself, like, wow, so this is how it is. Wow, this is how you'll be learning two things, because every single time market changes. You see indicators. I usually do video of, maybe you see indicator of 2007 may not work again. It worked well in 2007, 2008. It may not work well this time around. So what you need to do now is adapt yourself with your own style of trading and strategy you have. If you get a strategy, say, wow, I love this strategy. Let me apply things to it and know how to trade with it, this strategy. Let me practice with that strategy. At least on the long run of practicing with this strategy, you will learn new things. You will not apply new things, and you have the power to say, what is how it is. I've gotten one strategy, I've gotten two strategies, I've gotten three strategy. You know where to apply them. You know some currency pairs you need to apply the strategy and it works well. You know another currency pairs you need to apply the strategy is going to work very well. You know how to pick a trade, you know how to combine a lot of things and make good profit. Before you can make profit, before you can take a trade in forex, some people take a trade with just normal indicator. You have to have at least 3 or 4 confirmation before you pick a trade. That's one thing about me. I have to have 3 or 4 confirmation that this is yes, I have to take this trade. I'm sure, I'm confident of that. So even if the trade goes against me, I will not feel bad, because I know my license was okay. You shouldn't worry about market makers. So let's continue. That's why talking about mastering your trading style and strategy. It all depends on you way you do, because the way this guy dresses is not the same way this guy dresses. But this one is wearing suit. This one is suit. This is normal outfits. So all of them are in different ways. The same thing concerning ladies. So we need to have different kind of trading styles on our own. Even if you get a strategy, practice it on your own. Add few things to it for more confirmations and make it work for you. You don't just stay alone and start. No, you don't want to do that. All right, enough talk about this. Let's switch to the second one. What you should do, what you should avoid in forex trading. That is one thing you need to do. What you should avoid in forex trading. Now, the first one you need to avoid in forex trading is this. One, no trading plans, no or good mentor. So I myself, yes, I know I have little like classes or little being a little. We are still growing together. Anytime I have an issue, there are people I write mails to, I send text message to. I need to get something out of it because I know where I'm heading to. Then that is one. If you need to have a mentor, some people in network marketing language, there is a be your own boss. Yes, even if you want to be your own boss, you must answer to somebody. You must answer to something. You must take out time to answer to somebody. If you want to be your own boss, you cannot stay in your own house and say I want to be my own boss and start being your own boss. It's not done that way. You must ask questions. You must someone will tell you what to do. You will do that. The person that's telling you what to do is your boss. So everybody in forex trading, don't say I don't want to. Everybody is still learning everything, and every day market changes every time. So you need to have someone that may not be me, may be any other person, because we all ourselves are learning. It may be any other person, it may be me, it may be your friend, it may be your colleague, it may be your father, it may be your mother that has been into trading that Dad, I want you to mentor me, because the person will definitely tell you some mistakes he has found in the past. The person will tell you some vital things he has noticed in the past for you not to do that same mistake. So when you see such mistake, you say, wow, okay, this is a mistake. This person have told me about it. I need to avoid it. So this applies to new forex traders. You need to understand. First of all, you need to understand the market. Go into practice learn the MT4 platform or any other thing. Then the other way around, your mentor should also teach you some vital things you need to know about. First thing you need to teach you just support your price action and any other things you need to talk any other things you need to talk about to know the patterns of the movement and any other thing. When you learn that, you are now sure of, yes, let me go deep or do a lot of research. By then you will see questions you ask. There's one guy that always asks me questions. That he WhatsApp me, ask me questions. I explain. I put up and explain things to him. And his name is Neo. So he asks me questions. I answer him openly. I tell him, okay, this is it. This is that. This is it. The one I cannot answer, I'll tell him I don't know. Calm down. Let me find out and get back to you, because we learn every day. Now the second one to talk about is plans. If you don't have trading plans, you're not a forex trader. If you don't have a trading plan, you are not a forex trader at all. Take that. If you don't have plans for your trade, like I know I have someone will meet you up in one day and like, say, sorry, please excuse me, what's your strategy? You say, I trade this, I trade that, I have 4 strategy. Good. But I say I don't have strategy, but I trade forex. My brother, my sister, you're not trading forex. You're just gambling. Though forex is gambling, but you're not just trying to top up or do any other thing you want to do. You must have a trading plan. A good mentor will always ask you questions. You say something, disturb the person, because if you don't disturb someone that you want to learn from, he will not be able to talk. If you are good to disturb somebody, like, okay, please, I want to learn about these things. Can you help me to teach about it? Can you help me to nurture about it? Let me learn something good about it. You not say, okay, fine, let me open up and tell you what it is. Something like you, and you also learn to make research and study on your own, practice on your own, for you to make a good forex trading. Want to be a professional trader? That's the one thing you know about. Have a good mentor and have a good trading plan. That's the second thing you need to have. Then, third one is have a winning strategy. I lecture about different strategy on my YouTube video and on some other things. Once I always type and post in my Telegram channel also. If you have, if you're in you have 1, 2, 3 different strategies, but he doesn't know the one to choose or pick to nurture himself into it. So you need to have a winning strategy. Like you've tested this strategy for like 6 times or for like 1 month, and you have a consecutive winning of 80, 60% or 70%, and you say this strategy is awesome. You can teach someone that strategy, and the person will be making that profit also. And the person you taught the strategy will always try to modify in his own suitable form before he begins to try to tell other people he's trying to gather. So having winning strategy matters. That's the point of this. Having winning strategy matters. So these are the things you need to avoid in forex trading before before you begin to, and secondly, another thing I want to tell you guys is this: for you to remove fear in trading forex, this is one thing you need to do. I've done it and it worked for me. Understand? To get money to put into forex trading is more like your hand will be shaking, and when you want to place a trade, your hand will be shaking. So the only thing you need to do is this: one, get at least, I know it's hard. I know this is a hard time for people around the world, or so a few other people, but if you can squeeze out at least $50 or $30 and say, this money is lost, it's gone, I've just lost this money and it's gone, I don't want to do with this money, this is just a waste, let me put it in forex trading. Then with that mindset of putting that money into forex trading, you just said, okay, this money will go, let me just place a trade, let me just test my strategy and know how it works. You don't have to put your mind that this is real money, no. That's how I test your ability of emotions. That's one thing. Another thing you need to conquer first before you start going live on picking trades and trying to understand yourself and what so many other things. So before that, you need to understand how and when to venture into forex trading with your own styles. So when you get that money, have that mindset that money is gone. I'm not doing anything with this money. Let me just trade with it and flex with it, because trading demo account is very easy, because it's demo. Your mind will be like, yes, it's demo. If I lose, I win. No. If you win, I win. If you lose, I lose. Oh. But when you put that real money there, you understand what the real point I'm talking about, emotions. So the thing you need to do is just to get at least $30 or $50 and say, this money is a waste. I know this is a hard time, but try what I'm telling you. Say, this money is a waste. Let me try this strategy and practice on it very well. Let me see how it works, and use at 0.01 lot size. Don't increase your lot size. Just test that strategy. If you double that $30 or $50 into 3 or 4 or 5 times with that strategy, then advance in that strategy, then you can now go live with real cash, and you now believe in yourself, because when you practice so much with that real money, you are good to go, because that emotion in you is always off. So even if you put $500, you see, well, I've done this before. I've doubled $30. I'm going to double this. With that mindset, you have to double it. Even if you lose a trade at the first time, second time, the third one, you have to increase. So that is it. Now, the last one is this: adding upon adding to losses. That's more like adding 10 losses together. You lose again. There's a mistake people do in forex trading. That's a very big mistake people do in forex trading. One is this: if you lose on a pair, let's say you're trading GBP USD and you lose on a pair, you will still come back to that pair that by force that you must win something in this pair is very wrong. If you lose a trade at the moment and so your mind is telling you lose a trade, close up your chart and close your system down, shut off your phone if this phone is disturbing you. Go watch comedy, go call your friends, hang around, play around, refresh your mind, come back again. Don't just use that aggressiveness that you must win in that pair. And what people always focus on one pair. Okay, like you want to pick a trade from one pair. Fine, yes, you have analyzed the pair and you say you want to use the trend. You've done analysis and the trend has gone up to the point, to the highest peak resistance. Former resistance has been hit. It was consolidating here and now came down again, up again, came down. Say it's a downtrend. Fine, let me hold on. You enter the trade here and the trend began to range. This is playing with your emotion. The trend began to range for like 2-3 days. The trend will be ranging. You'll be shocked, but you're sure it's going to be a downtrend. Next thing you see an uptrend, you'll be like, wow, oh my god, I entered the wrong trade. When you close off now from this spot and you take that loss, next thing you see, then we continue to move down. You say, Jesus, I would have. So the point remains that we should always, stop chasing our losses. Stop chasing our losses. Like you lose again, you want to get by force, you want to get that money back. It's not done that way. If you do that, you keep losing. And another thing is this now. If you enter a trade, for example, people are trading fundamental news trading. If you enter a trade and the trade is moving up like this, trade moving up, and you think the trade is coming down, you keep giving sell, adding losses upon your losses, sell. What if after the sell and the thing hanged upon this spot and began to trend upward? What will you do? You've taken all the adding losses upon your losses, adding loss again upon your losses. The trade is your friend. Follow the trend. Understand that language very, very well. A lot of forex traders have been saying that trend what is your friend. So guys, I've done enough talking about these few things you need to understand very well. Analyze it yourself, and when you get what I'm trying to tell you guys, at least you're good to go in forex trading. I still have more other things to talk, but it shouldn't be in one video. All right guys, let me switch over to the main purpose of me being here, and let me switch over let me switch over to the main purpose of being here and talk about this indicator so we can proceed. So with no further ado, I won't waste much time, but I'm going to make something very light for you. This indicator, Smart Trader Indonesia, is very simple, and it draws for you support and resistance. I've done a video on version 2 before, at least the earlier of my videos uploaded on YouTube, and this is the 5th version 5. I didn't do video of version 4. I didn't do video of version 3 because I've tested it and I see some drawdowns before I give people what is not working. Understand? Before I start giving people what say, this guy is doing a video of what's not working. So I have to ignore those videos and do this one because I have tested it for like a week. I got this indicator from their group, and it is free. This indicator is free. It's not sold. I'm not going to sell any indicator at all. This one is free of charge. They wrote it there for you guys. It said do not for sale because I don't want to go against it. Right? It's written here in their store. Say do not for sale. So it's not for sale, guys. It's not for sale. So I'm going to talk about this indicator and tell you how to use it. Now, this is, if you install it, it's going to be this way. But people always like to trade something like this. You get a good indicator, you don't have more confirmations. Like you get an arrow, you get this confirmation. Where is the other confirmations? You just pick a trade. What if you pick a trade and the arrow repents and comes down? You be this indicator doesn't work. If you get an indicator anywhere, anywhere, have at least 3 or 4 confirmations before you pick a trade, before you venture into trade picking a direction of movement. If the trend is going sell, you got a signal, pick a direction. And I love this indicator because of this support and resistance that is here. More like pure price action. You need to understand where the trend is moving. Like if you want to draw your trend line here, you see that? You can easily, make it out work for you. You can easily make it out work for you. So that's the point here. You see that? And you also have your own support and what? How your support, see your support, resistance, support, resistance. So, and the other thing I want you guys to understand that every support and resistance will be what? Tested. I'm gonna show you guys that for you to understand where I'm going to. So this is the indicator I'm talking about here. Now let me close it off and switch over to the main thing, how I work with it. Let me close this off. Good. Now here is the real deal, guys. Here's the real deal about this indicator. Let me clear this moving average I added here. This is the real deal I always talk about now. This is the indicator I'm talking about. And I added this because I got this from my friend in my private channel, where I always try my best to lecture them on few strategies. And I got this from a friend, and this indicator doesn't repent, and we all know that. We know about FS Garnet script confirmation. If you Google about it, you know about this indicator. This one doesn't repent. I've been using one other before until I got this from him, and I added it, and I confirmed everything from him straight up, and he gave me pure accurate entry. And the other one here you see here is a Fisher. You all know this one too doesn't repent. And secondly, I have my moving average here, which is yellow, 200. We all know how to use moving average. It's always used in whole moving average. If you whole trading, if you know talk about whole strategy, moving average is there, 200, and other confirmations you need to have before you pick a trade. And here we have something like RSI, but we call stochastic RSI, but this one is STI OBOS, that is Smart Trader Indonesia OBOS. So this also gives the signal here. And this here now, if you want this indicator to repent, you have to set it up yourself. If you don't want it to repent, you have to set it up yourself. So let's do some analysis here before I begin to lecture on how you can pick a trade with this indicator, which is very smart, very neat. If the owner of this indicator starts selling it, and people spend thousands of dollars to get it, but I don't know why he's selling. He's in his group, just giving it free of charge for traders to use it. And I know he's been making a lot of cash with this indicator. Until I tested it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago to do some little trading, like 20 pips or 30 pips, I'm out. 20 or 30 pips, I'm out. If I get the signal 20 pips or 30 pips, I'm out. Something like this. Get an entry. You see, 20 pips, I'm out with maybe 0.2 lot size, 0.3. Due to my capital, not $100 account or not $200 account. So be careful on that. So this indicator is very nice. Why is this? Let me show you guys something. Coming to this spot now. let's take a let's mark this arrow here. Let's mark this arrow here. Let's mark this arrow here. Let's mark at least some few arrows here for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Why this indicator is nice. You know, a lot of people have been searching for non-repeating indicator. This is one of it, and it's free. You understand? If you can't get it from a group, inbox me or come to the channel. I'll post it after this lecture. I'll post this indicator for everyone to to use and trade. That's why in my own channel, okay, I'll talk about that later. I just want to show you guys something. Let's mark this in these arrows. You see these arrows are marked. Now let's try out something now. Oh my God. Okay, let's try out something now. Let's try out something now. This is the STI elbows, right? Now, if you want this indicator to repent, look at it here. Repent. You see that? I want it to repent. That's why it's like this. But if I don't want it to repent, I have to come here. Click what? No. I don't want to repent. And you click OK. You see? And close. Now, you see some arrows as is off now. The arrow that was here are no longer there. You see that? This arrow is in non-repenting mode. Now, it is in non-repenting mode now. If you want it to be repenting, you keep it. If you don't want to repenting, you also have it. So that's why I love this indicator. That's why I like it, and I like using it in the repenting mode. I have my reasons for that because I have more confirmations. I like using it in repenting mode because it gives me clear confirmation. Right? Yes. The arrows are back. All right. Let me continue. There's no much word talk about here. Let's continue. Now, coming down to this one, how do I pick a trade now with this thing? Because I just want to go straight to the point. How do I pick a trade from this system, which is very simple? Now, we all know about price action, that having support and resistance is very crucial. It's very cool to know. Now, I changed the color because of the support and resistance is. I think you guys are waiting to see what they call it again. The support and resistance stuff here, something like this. Something like this, support and resistance. Yes, so I changed it because I have to add it up. Okay, let me add it up, guys, for clear. That is it here. Colors: black, white, and yeah, this is on 1 hour time frame. Black. Let me change this to blue. Though it's tiny though. All right. Here is every support and resistance. This is on 1 hour time frame. So you have you have a speaker support on 1 hour time frame. Then between that time frame you trade. Now I want you guys to look at this scenario and understand my points now. Let's take a look at this. I told you guys that every support and resistance must be tested. Even in the past will be tested with the future movement. Now there's a way you have to watch this now. Let's take a look from here. Let me start from here and give you guys something now. There's an upward trend here from this arrow. Using this arrow, there's an upward trend here now. Trend went up to this spot, dropped down, went up again. Now it's time for retesting. Now it went down, retested this one, retested this. The trend went up, came down, retested this here. You see a consolidation, this pattern here. It came down again, tested this one again. You see consolidation. Now we remember that this here is a support, right? Now it came up again, retested this one again. You see that? Came down again. You got a reversal alert again. That is, this is going to reverse, which means it's going to test another resistance or come down again. It came down again and retested this one, this here, and consolidated. We should all take note of that. We should all be attentive to the market movement. That's what you need to understand. Everything is going to be tested. Every support and resistance is going to be tested always, no matter how time is going to take it. Now it came down again and ranged in this support here, tested and went down again. You go to the reversal signal again. It will still go up to test this one that he left, and went up again and tested this one too. Gave her a reversal pattern. He came down again and tested the former resistance, because this has no resistance. Tested it again. You hold on for you wait for another trend or another reversal to occur. It came down again and retested this one here. You see that? And ranged. You got a reversal pattern. you enter the trade. Some people are this thing with this kind of movement will be playing with your emotions. Go up now, go up now, go up now. Maybe to go up, you just close up the trade. That's why I said first thing I lectured here is hold on your trades. It began to range. This one of our time frame may range for like a day or 2 days. It came down again, give another buy entry again to this spot. Now he went up again. Look at this another ranging again. He tested this what? Support here. See that? Now he went up again to test this resistance it has formed here. Give another reversal signal. He came down again to test this one here. Give another buy signal. Went up again to what? To retest the final one because it has not been tested. He reached here to test again. He went up, tested this resistance. Sorry guys about my drawing, you know. All right, now he went up here to test this one. See that? But there are still resistance on top because you need to test that resistance. You get another reversal pattern. He came this. Remember this. Before he consolidated, before he went up again, he came down and retested this one. Another reversal. He now went up the last one to retest the final and had a breakout here. Some people that's what they call fake out. Some people enter this trade now. You hang on for to get a reversal signal, and when you get the reversal signal, you need to draw your line from the past resistance, something like this. And when he breaks it, you cannot pick it. When he breaks it and closes below it, you not pick it. So on this pattern now, someone asked me in my Telegram group that should he go short. I've seen this confirmation. Because when you check this confirmation now, you see something like this. Sorry guys. When you check this confirmation, you see something like this. See, white turn white. This one turn red. So the what was here? He was asking me whether he's going to go. So I say, bro, it's short. Go short. And I know if he had entered that trade from here to here, oh my God, this is 410 pips. Even if he entered with 0.1 loss or 0.2 loss, this is a cool cash profit. Because I know the guy that asked me that question he should be in the Telegram group, and I guess he was watching this video. He asked me that question because that's why I wanted to use this video to do something. So he got to ask me that question, and I had to tell him from his spot. I told him, bro, go short. He's going to go short because I've confirmed this, and it's turned red. I said, bro, go short. But remember to put your TP, or I didn't tell him PT, but he's a forex trader. He needs to understand where to take his profit. Now he came, for example, now let me continue what I was saying earlier. This was a reversal pattern. He came down here because of what? I have a confidence that this resistance here will be tested. This resistance here will be tested from here to here. It will be tested. He went down here and broke the resistance and came down to this point and to this support here, former support here, and what? Ranged. So even if you place a sell signal from here, put your first TP here and target this second spot here, second TP, and target the last one, third TP here. So always follow the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Understand Forex. The trend is your friend. Sorry guys, this is gonna take me long, so I need to make you guys understand something in Forex trading before you venture into it. So sorry guys. So that's how you can always not do that. Always have that in your head, on your mind, that every support and resistance must be tested. Now let's take a look at my friend talk about GBPUSD that's going to hit one price in my private channel. He said about it. I checked and I said yes, it's going to hit former price. Now look at it now. This is a 1 hour time frame. Why I confirm that this is going to hit this 121 or 120 price here, this price here, before you begin to retrace, is this. Now I went on to the day one and I cross-checked. In 2016, look at it. Let's take a look at it. You see a full time resistance pattern here. What's happening? Okay, let me draw it. See this? Sorry guys, maybe I don't know how to draw. All right, see that? Okay, now see that? So there was a full retestment of this resistance. It has been tested a lot, which means you have to take note of this. Take note of this support zone. Sorry, support zone. Sorry guys, support zone. So it has been tested a lot and began to range. This is day one time frame. So day one. So it's all the true. It has been going uptrend. Now from this spot, it will begin to retrace back. Retraces back, begin to range this part day one. Now it's dropped down a little. Tested this because I told you guys that every support and resistance will be tested. every support and resistance will do what? Be tested in forex market. Note that in your mind. It may not be tested immediately. It may be tested maybe later, 2, 3, 4 days. It will go back to test it and go continue again. Even news also helps to test with support and resistance. Take note of that. Now, when you check all these things now, you know all these things now have been tested to this side. Everything you see, every support and resistance you see here is already tested. I don't need to draw. I don't need to show you guys. For example, you see here. You see here. You see this. You see this ranging. You see that. Did you see this one? So every of them need to be tested. All you need to just open that pair, watch the support and resistance, know where the trend is moving. Someone can put a sell signal here and leave the trade to run and forget about it and leave the trade to run and take TP at maybe 200 pips. When it gets there, it will take the profit off. So I need you guys to understand that. That's why I said yes. I confirm this that this trend is gonna go for a long sell on GBP USD, and it came here and began to range. Some people picked a trade from this spot. Some people, thousands of people in the world will pick a trade from this spot because they lack analysis. It came down again to range this spot. They say fine, it's going to go sell. People pick the trade from this spot again without analyzing their charts very well. Then the third one again, it began to range this spot and gave a buy. People bought and it was holding. The news that came up draw it down to complete the former resistance, former support that has been done to retest that point, which you see which is here. So I think I've done about this. Let me go back to this because I'm talking about before I leave what I'm doing and do another thing. Okay, so I've told you about that. Every support and resistance will be tested. Take note of that. Then how do I trade with it? Because I left this indicator in a repenting mode because I love using it in repenting mode because it gives me accurate signal and I pick the trade with my confirmations. Now let's take a look now. This is a ranging pattern, right? And I got a sell alert. Even I know it's going to sell. Either this is going to be tested or this is going to be tested. Now it began to range. This is not yet confirmed by what this FS Ghani indicator and this, because these two doesn't repent. Now it is being confirmed here. FS Ghani turned white because white is a sell, green is a buy trend. Now FS Ghani confirmed here, but this has not confirmed it. But Fisher has not confirmed it. Now I waited for Fisher to turn red for this point. You have to wait for Fisher to turn red. It turned red at this point here. Turn red at this point. Because I got this signal, you hang on and wait. You don't just pick a trade immediately. Just hang on and wait for it. Set up an alert. That's why I tried my best to see if I can help other people in my group to transfer my signal alert, because I upload indicator on my VPS server. I get alert on my phone. I try to channel it to Telegram, where everybody will be seeing the picture of the alert and get ready to trade. So, but I did a lot of things there and compile so many things there, and it is hanging my VPS. That's why I had to short some off first before I find a way. Even if to get another VPS server, at least maybe $100, $200 a year, like that I can only use for that. And I have my own private one I'm using, and I have my pairs I'm trading on it. So when I get that signal, I check my phones, open my system and say yes, this one has not turned red, but this has a signal, and also this has this. I can use this to confirm all together. So that is it. Now when you wait for this confirmation, the confirmation took place here. The confirmation took place at this spot here. You see that? Still the FS Ghani secret confirmation is white. Now it's turned red. You pick a trade from here, you hold. It tested this former support, you still continue to range, you hold, you don't close. That was first thing I thought in this class. I thought in this video. Hold on your trade, you hold. When you get a reversal trend here, you can close up your 12, but there's no reversal stuff here, because there's no signal here, there's no signal here. So you hold. Then next thing it's going to test what? This or this. It dropped down to test this resistance. This support here. Sorry guys, sorry to misinterpret my word. To test up this support here. And it has been tested. So you can place if you enter twice here, you close, maybe you enter once, you close half of your profits and leave the rest to run. If you enter with 0.3 lot size, you can close up with 0.2 and leave 0.1 to run. There's a way to do that in your MT4. You can Google about it on YouTube or to learn about that. The market is not open now. So if the market was open, I would enter the trade in a demo account. This is a demo account. Oh, live account. Sorry guys. This is a live account. Okay, I would have entered a trade in a demo account and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So though, because the market was closed, that's why I'm using live account here. Now, secondly, again, look at another entry here, a buy entry here. A buy entry has been shown here for reversal. I got the alert. You hold on. The green, the FSK turned green because this gives an alert. You tell you this has turned green. You tell this has turned gray because this gray now is ranging pattern. When you see it's just a ranging pattern. This gray color you see here. So this turned green here, and what Fisher turned green. I pick a trade. So this turned green are this last candlestick here. This buy candlestick here. Then the second candlestick turn green. You pick a trade. This is scalping. Take note of that. This is scalping because you know the trend is a downward trend. This is scalping, guys. Don't just say you want to take a reversal. This is not a reversal trend. This is because this is 1 hour time frame. This is pure 1 hour scalping and pick a trade. From here to this spot now is more like 25 to 30 pips or so. So you can set your profit 20 pips or so before you go that trade. Now let me go back to on zoom mode again and let you guys understand something here. Now come to this spot again. Remember I said this indicator in a repenting mode because it gives me what I want and I have 1, 2, 3 confirmations to take. My first confirmation is this. My second confirmation is this. My third confirmation is this. So having this spot here now, I gave a buy signal. There was a crossover here. At this spot here, you just leave it to go up. At this spot here, it began to range because it went up to this former resistance here, that former support that turned resistance here. This has turned support, this has turned and continue ranging on that pattern for direction, and it picked up to touch what? To touch this. So from here now, I picked a buy because this has turned green, and this also what? Turned green. You pick a buy signal, you hold. It was going up to this spot to test this resistance, and when it got to this spot, you have to take a profit because this is a scalping mode. Why do I call it scalping mode? Because the movement is in between. All of them are in between the 200 moving average. Take note of that. All of them are between the 200 moving average. I know the reason why I put this 200 moving average. Because the people that knows how to use 200 moving average should take note of that. So even when you get the signal of sell on top of moving average, you sell. If you get a buy signal below the moving average, you do. Sell on top of moving average, you do. So if people understand that, people that understood the whole trading strategy should always know about 200 moving average. So that is how I confirm my trade with this and my special notice of price action movement between support and resistance zone being tested. I pick a trade. It's very simple and very straight. This indicator also works on gold very well. Let's check out gold. Let's check out gold, guys. Let's see what happens. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go now. See that? So you can use this to scalp gold. Now take a look at this. Take a look at buy. Take a look at sell here. This sell trigger here. You see that sell trigger here? Because I left this indicator in a repenting mode. Sell trigger here, but here it's still green, it's buying. And here again it's still green, it's buying. So what happens? I don't enter the trade. Now, as I see the sell signal, I saw white and I saw white. I say, oh, okay, this is a right entry. I pick a trade. Understand? This is a buy entry. It's still green here. Fisher is still green. This is green. I hold on because it began to. The market was just tricky this time around. It began to, because I know a lot of us have been watching this trend. It's a buy trend. This turn green. Okay, you can risk it and use small lots, 0.1 to pick the trade, or 0.1 depending on your lot size, depending on your capital or equity. You pick a trade and begin to dance Michael Jackson here, to dance Chris Brown for you, play with your emotions and dance and dance and dance and dance. And it began to reverse. You take a profit, something like that, because all the dancing is just testing all these things, testing all the support and resistance. So if you look very well, this has been tested. This has been tested. Wow, this is huge, guys. Sorry. Okay. This has been tested, and this has been tested before the reversal. It came down again to test this. See that? It came down again to do what? To test this, and then test the former one, which is this one, up here. And it reversed again from here, which is turn green, turn blue, turn green, turn blue, reversal, and it's still going up to do what? To range on this former support. It ranged here. and also what went up here and began to range on this pattern. Now the question is, what's the next direction by Monday or Tuesday? What will be the next direction? Because this will do what? Will definitely test this zone, because it will test this zone or may break it out before a complete reversal. So people will be waiting for a complete reversal. Price action matters, guys. Try to learn price action. So there's not much thing I talk about here. And another thing I added here too is that I added my there's one indicator I got called cash power indicator 2019 version. Here is it here, but the market is not on, because that's why I'm having some issue to do it. This is how cash power indicator is. So I added this, I attached this indicator to this platform, which also helps me to say, fine, this is a complete trend. So adding it to this platform here now, this cash power is sold for $55. So it's locked. It is locked with my ID. It is locked with my trading ID. So the point is that I cannot sell it. I cannot give it out. That's it. If even I give it out, to be useless, to come out in your chart like this, you will not have any use of it. It's totally locked. So it's totally locked on my MT4 account. So it's only a good programmer that can break it or do other things with it. But that aside, so that is it. That's how I do that. If I add it to my chart, it always gives me, if this signal comes and comes out and I confirm this 3 or 4, because I used to confirm my trade. If I confirm it, I pick a trade and I'm out. Definitely I'll be in profit. Highest 20 pips. But all I do is this now. If I have a confirmation trend, like for example, look at this. This is an upward trend in gold. The upward trend started from this spot here. You see the buy? It began to trend up. This is an upward one, because how is it upward trend? Because it's above 200 moving average. I use 200 moving average as a market heavy movement. Like if it breaks it continues upward. If it breaks it down, it continues downward. So that's why I use it. So the upward continued from that side, began to range up. In upward trend, you only scalp in an upward trend, like 20, 30 pips, you scalp it. Maybe you entered here, you leave your trade to run. Then other things you'll be doing is just to scalping. You scalp it and go. Scalp it and go. Now here again, it came down. A sell signal came down. It gave a reversal signal again. Well, it's not crossing 200. Let me pick it. Let me scalp it again. It came down again. Had it been it came down to this spot and gave a complete sell signal above 200 moving average, you pick that sell, because you're going to see, if it breaks 200 moving average and give a buy signal, that is the complete sell trend. Then you scalp downward trend on sell moving average. You scalp upward trend on above 200 moving average. Take note of that, guys. For here again, I see another sell, see another buy. Then here it gave a buy, you buy. If it breaks it again, it still continue what it's upward trend. And notice this, and every support here behind is being tested above, and the movement is continuously. Every support and resistance is being tested. When you check out 4 hours and day 1, you need to understand what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to do that now. So you need to learn how to analyze the chart. If you don't know, and I think I'm going to do video on how to analyze. But I've already said that now, because every support and resistance will be tested. When you know the support and resistance, it is always being tested. Every single time in forex trading. Every single time in forex trading is being tested. From here to here, it's being tested. This one again is tested here. This one, which is that one? See that every support and resistance is being tested. All of them. So all these things now is just very easy for us to understand and very easy to vote. Forex is kind of I think that's a simple thing for you guys to do, but most things, it doesn't mean I don't lose in forex. I lose in forex trading. I lose in forex trading. It doesn't mean I'm a guru, like I don't lose anything in forex trading. No, don't think like that. I lose. Understand? I lose. I have my way of trading and I lose, but my profit is more higher than my loss. Because sometimes I predict I get lost, but until I get handed this indicator for like 1 week, I've been doing some high scalping and I'll be getting some some small change with 0.2 lot size, scalp 20 pips, I'm out. 0.1 lot size, scalp 20 pips, I'm out. If I catch a perfect entry, I can scalp with 0.5 lot size and get like 20 pips or 30 pips, I'm out. Pure scalping in a day. So that is it. So there's not much to talk about, guys. I've showed you guys how you can use this indicator. Very simple and very easy. If you want to change this to non-repenting mode, you can come to STI elbows, right click here, you can turn it to repent. You can say no, repent. You can choose it here. Repent, no. Remember, don't sell this indicator because they have their Telegram group in it. You can join them. Okay. Close. So you still have the main point of entry. You still have a great entry here if you put it in non-repenting mode. Understand? So you can use it to milk the market, and but I like using it in repenting mode because I have more confirmations. That's why I do. I have more confirmations, and I'll still add up my cash power indicator, which I got from here, because I cannot do it now because this, I think their server is down or cannot be purchased, cannot come up here. So, and I think I sent this chart like 8 of them in my signal channel in Telegram, which I'll try to find a way and fix up for you guys to be getting the signals of picture of the movement. The picture will be sent, you open the picture and see the chart. So I endeavor you to do that. Then before I close up this video, before I end this video, I want you guys to know something. I said this before. People find it difficult to come to chart, open USD gold, open USD HF, open Euro USD, and start analyzing one of them. People find it difficult to do that. So I try myself to give people a very nice way. It won't cost you something to have a VPS server for like 1 year that runs your MT4 for like 1 year. All you need to just sit down, have your setup on your phone handy, have your, if you are your small laptop, like mini laptop, like is it 12 inches or so, no, or 10 inches or so, that you have some setup here, this kind of setup in the system, you put it in your small purse or hang around when you hold your phone on the hand. So whenever you get an alert system, a sell from a USD or sell from a USD JPY, you open up your tab and say, okay, I have a sell signal. Let me check off my confirmations. Well, this is a sell signal. You place your sell signal. You put your stop loss. You put your take profit. You close your laptop and get out. Because of what? You have your first and second confirmation or third confirmation. I try to make people understand that Forex is very simple, but the way people say Forex is kind of very weird. Everything in life is win or gain, but let your win be more than your gain. So from the first beginning and the last, you need to understand how to understand price action. One, support and resistance matters very well. If you can be able to understand what I just explained before about support and resistance being tested always, you will fully understand Forex market. Because anytime you get a sell signal or a buy signal from a trend, note that any of the support, if you get a sell signal, any of the support behind or resistance must be tested. Be it backward or before, will be tested. So we just for you to look at it. For example, now I got a sell signal from this place. I said, okay, fine. The former region was here. Okay, that's one. Behind you have this one too. Behind you have this one. You have this one. You have this one. I have this one. I think this price is going to come down to this point and test it before it goes up. You put a sell. You put the first take profit here. Let's go. The trend will definitely come down to test this price, because every price must be tested. It may come down a little and say, okay, let me go and test the former price above here before I come down to this and test all this price. That's how trade does. You may say, okay, since it is a sell, no, people are buying, going sell. Let me go up. We are not the market makers. Let me go up and test this price first. So entering sell here, your profit should be at least your stop loss should be at least from here, like, this 1 hour time frame, like 20 pips above or so, or maybe also, I don't know. Depends on the way you take your stop loss, because your stop loss is supposed to be, you don't have to make your stop loss to be tight. I usually use ATR to measure my stop loss. I put ATR and see my stop loss, measure a trade, use my ATR, multiply it, I have my stop loss and take my profits, and that is it. So that's how I want you guys to understand Forex. Take Forex as a hobby. Take Forex as a business. Take Forex serious. Like, this is what I want to learn. I have to make money with this type of movement, because nobody in this world can finish $5.3 trillion pumped into markets for financial markets every day. Nobody can do that. You only just take a small 0.000% of it. People lose and top up. People win and make more. So that's how it is. You only practice to make money. We only practice to gain more in Forex trading. So that it is, guys. I think I've not talked much in this video, and it's quite long video for us this Saturday morning, and we need to hang on and take to break. Next video coming up is how to trade news. Just a very short video how to trade news in a risk-free method. And other ones I said in my channel, it works very well if you practice very well, and make research on the former news that already happened and check their movement if it is triggering, and know how to enter. First of all, you want to practice that, guys. The people I told that in my Telegram channel, if you want to practice it very well on a demo account, because there's news always comes every week, every month, every week. So each page that news comes in, do what I ask you to do. Test it and see what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, guys, this is ZagaTech FX. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video if you like my words, if you like my trading, and we'll come together to learn together, we improve together. So This is a Smart Trader Indonesia indicator. The person that the group I got this indicator, they are very good and very awesome. The programmer is giving it for free, and it has been programmed from version 1 to version 5. I did a video on version 2, and this is version 5. I didn't do the video version 2 or 3, 4 or so, but this is version 5 of it, which is very simple and unique. And I love this indicator. If you want it to repent, you set it up. If you don't want it to repent, you also set it up. Then I have my few confirmations here. You can have more than 4 confirmations if you want. If you are good at that, apply it to this indicator, you are good to go. So, and it works on all currency pairs, even gold, but I've not tested it in stock. Maybe if you get it, you can test it to know whether it works in this NASDAQ. You know, where is the NASDAQ here? It's not here. Person doesn't have it. You can test it whether it works in stocks on another platform, which means in stock it works. So it works everywhere. A buy trend, a buy, pick a trade. It works in all pairs. This is IT 400, so it works in all pairs, guys. So you can take your time and enjoy it. ZagaTech FX signing off. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share this video if I gave you a light information or vital information about things you need to do and support and resistance and other things and what you need to learn. Bye for now. Peace. One love.